Yeah. What did these propaganda posters say?
They say cut back, we say fight back.
Oh, okay,
it's our
yeah.
education.
Okay, this is Christina and Roxanne. We are Graffiti Press. We're starting up this alternative news media project here at UC Davis campus, and this is our first radio show ever.
The theme, obviously, of the project is to provide a media for the public and for students especially about what's going on with the strikes in the University of California system. I mean, we'll try to be covering things that are going on with education as a whole, worldwide, and, but maybe concentrating on local things. But really what it seems like we're here to do, I think right now at least, is to just alleviate some of the disparity between how the students feel and how the media is representing us as feeling. And I think that, by taking control of the media in this sense, we can give people a more accurate source of information. And I think we've tried to approach it in as unbiased way as we can, which is, kind of ridiculous because obviously we are biased. But, I think that at least we're trying to provide a space where everyone's opinion can be heard as long as, they're doing it in a nonviolent manner.
So our first project has been with the theme of attitudes towards the student movement in the UC budget crisis from across campus. We tried to collect interviews from several different spaces and people within the UC system. Of course, it's not going to be any kind of a conclusive or fully well-rounded kind of sampling, but I think that hopefully we'll be able to open up some interesting discussion nevertheless.
And here we go.
I'm personally kind of surprised that more people aren't upset about what's happened, the 32% increase.
There's been enough bridging between communities, or do you think that there could be more, and do you think that would be helpful to the movement?
Like I said before, more people standing strong together makes a big difference.
Going on their campus, and that they're God, I didn't know that this is how it was going to be when I got to UC, because I'm just a freshman, and I just got here, and so it's really alarming to get here, and then all these things happening, first day of class of instruction ever, there's a protest because of the fee increases.
They need to do something other than blocking buses and pulling fire alarms and dragging people unwillingly out of classrooms. I mean, my friends got dragged out of their classrooms, and when they tried to go back, all they did was get yelled at. That's counterintuitive to the process, and that's not gonna do anything.
If anything, it's they are doing their thing, and we're gonna still learn because we're here to fucking learn.
So I'm just gonna first ask, do you want to just say your name and how old you are? And
Okay.
Just a circle, yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's recording, yeah.
Okay. I'm Mecca. I'm about to be 14 in 2 weeks, so I'm gonna say I'm 14.
Good.
I'm Jasmine. I'm gonna be 14 next week, actually.
Wow.
So I'm just gonna be 14.
She's a week older than me.
I'm Demetrius. I'm 13.
I'm Evelyn, and I'm 13.
And I'm Rainisha, and I'm 13.
Cool. I'm Roxanne, and I'm 25. so we all know. How do you think about that? Do you think it's helpful? Do you think it's not helpful? Do you think there's more people can be doing?
Well,
I'll talk.
Anyways,
I
didn't
think
know that.
the people that are doing the strike are right, because they need to be heard, because a lot of things are going on, so they need to know what's going on and try to fix things for them.
30% more, because I already know college costs hecka much, and you don't want to, when you hike the prices up, that's unexpected. And most people, they're not paying for their education, and if they are, they have to work and stuff, so they don't have money to keep on, necessarily to give their schools. They have other stuff to do, bills to pay and stuff.
A lot of kids lately, they've been saying, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to college, no doubt about it. But prices are being hiked up, and now they're
parents can't afford it.
Do that. And we've been learning about this during school, and how women protest for their rights.
Bring a pistol.
And yeah, they should be. It's fine what they're doing because they're doing what they want to do.
Shame on the police for beating them.
Yeah. I don't think that's right that they got beat for doing something that they feel that is wrong. The economy like today is like horrible. Like it's amazing what a piece of green paper with some numbers and a person can do. Like, cause like money's like like a big thing. Like people are killing people over money, and that's something that's worth a lot. And like education is like, education is like the number one thing in life, so you can get to
like
where
you can't do anything if you don't have an
Like,
education, and if like the place where you're supposed to be getting your education, where they're supposed to be helping you out, is making it harder, then like what do you expect people to do?
Okay, so this is Christina with Graffiti Press. I'm in the library at the main entrance by the stairs and interviewing
Michael Callahan Dudley.
Awesome. Okay, about the UC budget crisis. So you said you didn't know what March 4th was.
Yeah.
Okay, so have you heard about any of the stuff that's been going on campus, that the students have been organizing, any of the student demonstrations? Did you hear about the strike last fall?
Yeah. Heard about the strike. I haven't heard about anything like kind of day to day or anything since then. And yeah, don't know about March 4th.
Yeah, okay. So I guess I'm wondering, like, if you have heard about some of these actions that students are taking, I'm wondering, like, why you think that they're doing that, or like why students are feeling the need to organize and like get arrested and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, from my limited understanding, it seems like the students who are protesting feel as though the school's not being prioritized by the state in the way that it needs to be in terms of budgeting, and the impacts are that it's reducing the diversity on campus, and it's reducing the quality of education and resources available to students, all of which are very understandable. And so they're just trying to draw public attention to hopefully make some changes and get the California legislature to prioritize the school.
Okay, so have you heard about what's been going on with like the student movement, or do you know what's happening on March 4th at all?
Yeah, I've heard.
You've heard about it? So I guess what we're wondering is, what do you think about it? What do you think about what's been happening, or like what the students have been doing specifically?
Personally, I'm pleased. I feel like if anything more should be happening. I'm personally kind of surprised that more people aren't upset about what's happened, the 32% increase. But I guess it's just a reflection of the times. A lot of people aren't paying for their own education. I'm like helping my parents pay for my education, so I definitely feel the burden. But I'm just wondering why more people aren't pissed off and, willing to take to the streets to kind of get our voices heard.
I guess.
Why they're doing it?
Yeah. I mean, you mentioned the fee increases, but I'm just curious, in your own words, could you say like why you think that students are having demonstrations and doing stuff like that?
Well, I guess just to get our point across, we're students, we attend the university, we pay to attend the university, but we're never consulted when big decisions are usually made, and so I think that definitely has to change. We pay for the institution, we pay for the regents, and so I think that we should be able to have a say in their decisions, and if we don't have to have a say in who they are, as in who to vote for the regents, that we should definitely have a say in like the decisions that they make.
I don't know. I didn't even go
to March 4th.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter as long as I have, a job. But I mean, it is not fair for the students either, like they're not getting everything they need to be getting, they're paying for.
Do you think that the fee hikes represent cuts from the state that are affecting the budget, or do you think that it's a problem with administration?